Hi guys, in this video we are going to learn Ajax. How to call Ajax or how to call an API by using Ajax. Last time we have saw that this API like category get list, add category, get by ID, edit and remove. This API we have saw. This API we have created in the previous video. Now let's use this API in our web application. This is my web application. Okay, and here we are going to create a new controller, and in that controller we will create one page. On that page we will call those APIs. Let's create a controller. Controller name I'm going to give category with API. Means this is we are going to create new controller, and here okay we have created one index page. Let's create one page here. Okay, let's create a normal table. Basically, here the one question we can all directly access by using model. Okay, we in the previous video I saw that we can directly access this data by the model. Then why we are going to use Ajax? Okay, basically Ajax we used because of if we didn't want to refresh our page. First thing, second thing, suppose we have to call some third API from other place, other website or other places. At that time we have to use it Ajax. And next thing is that suppose in one single page you have to call, you have 4 or 5 pages, and you have to call, you have to submit data. That time you should also use Ajax, because that time there will be no any issue of the refresh the page. Ajax is the mechanism where by using that we can call our REST API or SOAP API, any API. For use the Ajax, here we required jQuery. Only jQuery is the required for the call the Ajax. Here I have added the jQuery. Let's create a small table. I, okay, let's create a table. Okay, okay, here we have to call hash, yeah, we can say serial number. And we know already that we have title, id, title, subtitle, description, image. Then id, title, subtitle, description, image. Okay, next is that body. Basically this is the body. Okay, or this is a tr where we are going to replace our data. But here we have to replace data. Let's say right now let's put it inside the t body. I will explain later why I'm putting in the t body. T body means it's a body of table, and t head, there is one property of more, t head, that is also we use for the, we if we have to wrap that header, then we have to use t head. If we want to wrap the body, then we have to t body, and we are going to give the id here, tbl body content. Okay, now let's call the Ajax. Here we will create the scripts section. You know already that we have created render script here. That's why I'm going to create a section here. And what is the render section? I have already explained in the previous video. You can see section. I have given the section name. Here I am creating a script. Inside that, if you are going to write any jQuery code on the page load, then you have to write inside the read document.ready or document.ready. You have to write inside the document.ready. You can write function ready. Sorry, here will be document and function. This is document.ready. It will be called automatically on the page load. Let's check. I've added the alert. When I will refresh this page, let's call first of all open this page. You can see that this alert has been called on the page load. Okay, it means whatever I will write inside this method, it will be called automatically. That's why let's write Ajax. It's take a object. Let's put, and first of all we have to call our get list. That's why I will write here. First of all we have to give type, that is get, and we have to define the data type. What data type? Data type. What data type we are getting? That is JSON. Third is content type. Content type, that is application JSON. You can see in the Postman, in the header, I can see that in the at the add time, in the header automatically it's getting add content type application JSON. That is same because of here we are selecting JSON. Okay, that same thing we are defining here, application JSON. Next is the URL. What URL I am going to call? That URL you can put here. Let's say we have to call this URL. Then I will call here by using this method. And after call this URL, we will get a response, and that response we will get inside the success. And this callback function response. Okay, in the response here I will get the data console.log data. I can write here success data. Let's see, and I will get response. Same thing, we can also add a more property, that's error. Console.log error data. Yes. Let's refresh. I have refreshed this page. Now let's check the console. Let's again refresh. Okay, here you can see the success data. We have got our data. There we can see that our all data, whatever we are getting in the Postman, that things also available here. You can test. There is a 10 record 1 2 6 5 1 to 10 ID. Last is the 10 ID. We have got data in the array format. Now we have to bind this data on this table. Then how we are going to bind? By using jQuery. In the jQuery, okay, we have a loop. Each loop we can use, or we can use for loop. Let's try for loop. For where I is equal to 0, I less than, it should be less than of less dot length. I plus plus. It means it will be iterated until all data has been finished. Let's create where st is equal to plus plus, and in st, okay, st plus, I am going to write here, I am going to create here tr. In the tr I am going to create td. In the first td we are going to put id, sorry, serial number. We can see that here the serial number, that serial number will be this I, because it's just sequence of data. That's why I will here use plus 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 I. Again I am going to take here td, and in this sequence we have to put id. In the second time we have to put the id. That's why we can see that id the capsule. I will copy that things, and should be remember this is case sensitive. res I dot id, it will be automatically bind there. Let's refresh only with 2. We can see that there is no data still, because we have only binded with only st, not till now we haven't binded with this table body. Now let's copy with this. First of all, when data will be get, that time I will put this id dot html as blank, means I will put empty of table body content. After that I will put here ht. It means whatever data in the ht, that will be rendered inside the t body. You can see that this is the serial number 0. It's started from the 0 and it's id. Now let's add one more td, and in td I have binding res I dot title. Okay, you can see that title also has been binded. Now let's bind some more property. Title has been done. Sub title, we can copy the property from the here, because it's case sensitive. We should always the copy title, subtitle, and next the description. And after that is the image. We already know that there is no data in the image, but some, right now let's put it as it is. But we know already that if there is will be image, then how we are going to bind. Okay, for that you can use img tag here. Img src is equal to, let it be this and this slash this. It means whatever the image the path, that will be rendered here. And suppose I am putting here inside the content slash image slash, inside the content folder, and there is a one more folder image, there I am putting our image. And let's now check. Here you can see that their data has been binded, and because of this is the null, there is no data, it's showing null null null, and this is there is the data, and you can see, that the serial number is getting start from 0. That's why I will add one more here in the bracket I plus 1. It means when will be 0, then it will be 1. When will be index value will be 1, then it will be 2. Yeah, you can see that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, this is the serial number, this is the id, title, subtitle. Suppose I have added from the here some data, Samsung mobile 99 I have added, 99 I have added. Okay, we have got the success, but you can see that here we have to refresh the page from the here. Okay, you can see that here we have got the data. Suppose I want to a button that when I will click on that button, then it will be refresh the data. First of all, let's create a button. I want to create here a button. I'm going to create a button on click. Before that, let's refresh. You can see this is the button. Let's add some features. Class text in class BTN primary. This button we have created. I want to that when I will click on this refresh button, then this table should be refreshed automatically. Okay, that's why I will I will add this all things Ajax value inside the function get list data. Okay, I have added this get list data inside the function. Whenever this function will be called, that time or this data will be bind inside this t body. Now let's refresh. You can see that there is no any data right now. It's not getting bind, but I want to bind on the page load itself. That's why I will call this function, okay, this get a list by data inside document.ready. From document.ready I will call get list data. Okay, and let's see, we can see that you can see that data has been binded, but when I will click a refresh button, it's still not getting refreshed. This data not getting call again. For that I will call this function from here. You know one property on click this. When I will click on the refresh button, that time it will be called automatically. Let's refresh. When I click refresh button, refresh, you can see that there is image button is flickering. It means it is getting called. Let's add some more. 98. Samsung mobile 98. Okay, let's refresh. So posted is success. And I will click here the refresh button. You can see that data has been binded. Okay, in the backend I can show you what's happening. I can show in the network tab. When I will click the network button, okay, I will show you. When I will click network button, in the backend there is the get list category API get list is getting called. Okay, category API get listing is called and it's giving the response. You can see that here in the pre button when I click, you can see that this is the data and this data we are binding here. This is the overall Ajax of get request. Same thing we will learn in the next video, how to call add data from the Ajax. Thank you for this video. We will see in the next video.